Hey everybody, and welcome to another review here on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set called the Mastodon Dinozord with Black Ranger. This set is made by the company Forever Clever and is licensed by Hasbro. We're going to start by taking a look at the overall box design, which I don't think is really anything too special, but if we spin it around to the back here, we can get a little bit of a better look at the actual set itself as well as 3 other sets that come in this wave. And I've reviewed a couple of these Power Ranger sets already on my channel, and I wasn't really too impressed with them, and judging by the picture on the back of the box here, I don't really think this is going to be a great set either. But this set does come with 150 total pieces and is recommended for ages 5 and up. And we're going to start by taking a look at the Black Ranger minifigure that is included in this set. And the first thing that you probably noticed is the horrible printing found at the top of the minifigure's helmet. In my opinion, having this kind of printing on an officially licensed product is pretty much unacceptable. The minifigure also comes with some chest printing as well as some wrist printing. I do wish it wrapped all the way around the minifigure's wrists. But that is all the printing that is on this minifigure. As we spin it around to the back, you can see that there is no printing on the back of the figure at all. And unfortunately, when you have this minifigure in hand, you can definitely feel the lack of quality when compared to something like a Lego minifigure. And it is rather disappointing to see a franchise like the Power Rangers being at the mercy of these low quality sets, as I feel they do the overall franchise an injustice. And I truly feel like that Forever Clever, when releasing these sets, don't really care about the overall quality of their product. The helmet of the Black Ranger can be removed to reveal a plain minifigure head underneath that looks a little rough around the edges. I don't think this looks very good, and again it comes down to poor quality and execution. Another thing that I think is worth noting is I actually have another Black Ranger minifigure from this same series, and you can see that both of these minifigures suffer from the same issue of having poor printing on the top of the helmet. And like I said earlier, I find this to be absolutely unacceptable, and it really emphasizes the overall lack of care and quality of these products. With the minifigure out of the way, we're now ready to talk about the actual build that comes in this set, which is the Mastodon Dinozord. And this is about in line with what I expected. It's a very ugly and fragile looking build that actually broke when I was putting it together. In my hand here, you can see a cluster of white bricks that is actually meant to be attached right here to represent the trunk of the Mastodon. But when I was building this set, the joint ended up snapping in half, causing it to break. And when I went to pick up the set to show you where the trunk attaches, you can see the back leg ended up popping off. The Mastodon doesn't come with any printed bricks, so all of the detail you see on the build are stickers, which I don't think is necessarily too big of a deal. However, the instructions don't tell you where to place them, so you have to rely on the box art to decide where they go. As far as articulation goes for this build, there is a pretty decent amount of it. The 2 cannons found on the Mastodon's back are able to be rotated around. However, the articulation isn't very smooth and they're very flimsy. There is also a little bit of articulation in the ears. They can be rotated back and forth just a little bit, as well as a little bit of range of motion and articulation in the Mastodon's tusks. However, with how fragile this build is, I was nervous about moving them around. There also is, of course, supposed to be a little range of motion with the trunk of the Mastodon, but of course that piece broke off. As you can probably tell from this video, I do not recommend this set at all. I don't think it's worth really any amount of money. And again, I feel like this is such a shame for a cool franchise like the Power Rangers, and it's really just wasted potential. And I do apologize for the mostly negative review. That's not really the kind of content that I want to put out, but I really do not like this set at all. And if you're a fan of the Power Rangers, I think you'd have a much better experience buying an officially licensed toy instead of this brick build set. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe for more reviews.